Good afternoon, Ali. My name is Leonard Parker. I came across your post and I wanted to take a quick look at your website just so to give you a high level audit of some things I'm seeing, some areas of opportunity that I'm seeing with your website from an SEO perspective. Now, for my initial review, you're doing some things very well. I checked out your Google My Business profile. You have some great reviews there, so that's good. Looked at your services pages and looked at the carb coding plan. So one thing I noticed, and this is something to think about. This little box that just popped up here, that's called your title tag. And right now, the title case is inconsistent when you look at different pages. So I would first make that consistent. Not really a SEO thing. However, when someone sees that in the search results, it might make them, it might come off as a bit unprofessional. So, and that click-through rate, so how often someone clicks your search result once it's ranking, that can have a really big impact on your SEO. Other than that, I noticed that for some of your services pages, I saw weight loss, I believe it was. Let's see. No, maybe I think it was diet and nutrition. But you always just want to make sure that you include Dallas in your title tag, and preferably at the beginning. That way, not only are you getting relevancy for the topic, whatever the topic is for that page, in this case, weight loss, but you're also getting relevancy for Dallas because that's just as important since you're targeting local, local prospective clients. Um, so I would say the content on the page itself is a bit thin. So just looking at the weight loss page, you're competing with some very large brands, large franchises. So I would suggest that you really build out these pages. That will give you the opportunity to target more keywords, and that would give you the opportunity to really just provide more value to someone who lands on this page. Because if we look at weight loss Dallas, let's just do a quick search. You see here you're competing with, some pretty big websites here. Um, let's actually correct that typo. So pretty competitive keyword. This little score here is a 0.65. That's on a scale of 1. So it's really competitive, but it is getting some good search traffic. So, kind of just looking at their websites, you'll kind of see what they're doing in their title tags. Now, as far as your content, what we would do is take your services pages and then compare them to the pages that are ranking. And Google, for whatever reason, they're ranking these pages mostly because of the authority of the website and the content that's on that specific page. And we need to um, update your page so that it matches some of the elements. So you're using some of the same keywords, some of the same phrasing, some of the same heading tags, and so on. And that's something, once we decide to work together, that's something that we can talk about more in detail. But really, you want to pattern what you're doing with your SEO based on what's ranking. Okay. Other than that, like I said, your website looks really good. I think the about pages were really good as far as detailing your criteria, your credentials, and so I wouldn't do much there. Now, if I look at your backlink profile, and this is a tool called Ahrefs. It's an SEO tool, basically allows you to see what's going on with your backlinks. This is a really big area of opportunity for you. So if you're not familiar with backlinks, I have a website, you have a website, I like your content or your service, I link to your website, I add a link. And that's pretty much has always been a uh, major part of Google's ranking algorithm, and it will probably continue to be so, in the near future. So when I look at your backlink profile, there's a difference between do follow and no follow. So do follow actually passes SEO equity to your website. And from what I see here, you have 10 do follow links. And that's not that's not great. And then if I look at the quality of the websites, they aren't great. So this DR score here, that's pretty much tells you a grade for the website from 0 to 100. So big websites like YouTube or CNN, their DR is in the 90s, whereas if I just start a website today, that DR is going to be 0. And from what I see here, everything else is pretty, what I would call low quality. So what you want to do, once we clean up some of the things with the on page, going back to your backlink profile, just make sure that it is cleaned up and we really put together a good backlink strategy for you. Because this is something usually you're not going to be able to accomplish in 1 month or with an audit, but over the course of a year or two, have a plan where you're getting a certain number of backlinks per month, and by the end of that 1 or 2 year period, you will be at the same level as your organic competitors. Now, what I would recommend, and you're an expert in the field and it looks like your team is full of experts, guest blogging. That's always a great way to not only build backlinks, but to share your expertise with complementary audiences. So maybe you wouldn't go and blog on another gym's website, but maybe there's a weight loss doctor in your area, or someone who their clients, their customers will also be your clients and customers, but you wouldn't compete. Those are the great first opportunities when it comes to link building. So that's my quick review of your website, Ali. I think there's some things that can be cleaned up with your meta tags on your website. I would definitely encourage you to build out the content more. I saw that the blog only had one article. That just won't cut it in the health and fitness niche. So just putting out more content, more in-depth content. And then number 3, building up your backlink profile and making it more authoritative, so that you actually have a chance to competing with some of those larger websites in the Google search results. So hopefully this video has been helpful, and look forward to hearing back from you. Take care.